from the Enterprise AI panel. I have Sid Sheth. Can you just introduce yourselves and your role in the company?
Yes, so I am founder and CEO of a company called D-Matrix. We build AI computing chips targeted for generative AI inference. And our goal is to make generative AI inference available to everyone on the planet and make it commercially viable for everyone.
Interesting. Give us for a layman, what would be a simplest use case that you could think of?
Okay, so I think let's take a step back. Like when you look at AI, there is the part where you have to train AI, and then there is a part where you have to deploy AI. And a good analogy here would be, we all, as human beings, we go to school for the first 20 years, college for the first 20 years of our life, we educate ourselves. Then we spend the next 40 years of our life applying that knowledge and monetizing that knowledge, and that is the bigger part of what we do in our lives. AI is not very different. The first part of AI is training AI. The second part is deploying AI and monetizing AI. So D-Matrix, we build the computing infrastructure to do that second part. So which is the deployment of AI. We run AI very efficiently on our compute infrastructure.
Which is what Shankar Trivedi talked about, the 3-computer problem, the training AI, simulation AI, and the physical AI. So after your layer would be the physical AI?
So we would be between the training and the physical.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So simulation.
Yeah.
And how's the response been? What is the most exciting industry that you think is already catching up to this kind of work?
Yeah, there's lots. I mean, it's everywhere. So it started with ChatGPT. So when in 2022, ChatGPT really kind of stormed on the scene, right? That is for the first time when people really appreciated, oh wow, when you deploy AI, this is actually very useful. Till then everything was about training AI and educating AI, and then people said, okay, we educated AI enough. Now we finally deployed it, and I, layperson, can use AI and I can ask questions and I can interact and I can do all kinds of stuff with this. That is the inference part. That is the second part that I was talking about. That is what D-Matrix focuses on, is what is that running on? What is ChatGPT running on? ChatGPT is running on compute infrastructure that companies like ours would build so that it can run very efficiently. Because once you have hundreds of millions of people, maybe even billions of people wanting to use that, the underlying economics of running that changes, and you need solutions like ours to help run that very, very economically.
Lovely, economically, that being the key word. How was the panel today and your experience at the TiEcon?
It's been splendid. The panel was great. We talked a lot about the future of enterprise. Like, what do future enterprises need to look like, should look like, could look like with the arrival of AI, right? And so it was contentious. It was a bit stormy, and the audience participation was great, which to me is always the best metric. Is if the audience really gets into the discussion, that means you got something going. And I think it was great to see that.
I love that. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Really appreciate it. Thank you.